What is up, bros? Me, Josh here, bringing you a quick video on the new Tier 3 German battleship, the Nassau. The Nassau was just released with the German line yesterday on North America, I believe today on EU server. So have fun with these line, guys, and have fun being in queue because there are a million battleships in queue right now. But still, it was fun. But the Nassau, the new Tier 3, it's going against the Kawachi, the South Carolina, for the Tier 3 dominance. And I actually really liked this ship. I thought it was a fun ship. We'll kind of dive into it right now, and then we'll go over kind of the gameplay afterwards. But the Nassau holds 35,400 hit points, so actually not too bad for a Tier 3 battleship. 16% for the torpedo belt, armor 16 to 270 millimeters. When I was playing this ship, I was seeing it get hit kind of. I mean, it's one of those. There's not much you can really pen. You were bouncing some shots, but not too much. You were taking decent damage, but it's a tier 3 ship, kind of to be expected. The main battery, 6x2, so you can basically get with the loadout. You can get 4 at one time shooting. One thing I actually saw kind of actually useful was you could get in the back or in the front. You can get 3 of your guns firing at one time, so that was kind of nice, especially in like a front on if you're getting up tiered. Against like the Kaiser or any tier 4, you could actually front on and use those kind of as your advantage using the armor. But with the loadout, mainly you're going kind of broadside and shooting 4 guns at one time. Turbo rotation was actually okay on it. Dispersion on it I felt was kind of the downside. 165 millimeters. It didn't sound terrible, but only 10.1 kilometers. It was kind of sporadic. I'm kind of comparing this line to the Tirpitz, and the range, the closer the better almost, but you know, of course, be careful because of torpedoes and whatnot. But the main battery, they were hitting relatively hard. I was pumping out between 40 to 50 to 60k damage on average in this ship, so a tier 3 battleship, and I was going against almost no cruisers. It was almost all battleships, so that's actually kind of impressive. But all in all, I liked it. The reload time is 22.2 seconds, so that's kind of good, really. I did kind of like this. Fast firing, mediocre dispersion, and they hit relatively hard. AA guns, it's tier 3. It's lackluster. There's not much going on. There's not many planes you're going to see at tier 3, and you are a very short ship, so it's actually very hard to drop on as a CV anyway. Max speed 20 knots. Turning in at radius 100 or 510 meters and rudder shift 11.2 kilometers. It's a slow tier 3 battleship. We've all been through that. And like something on Solomon Islands, if you go one side and the team goes the other side, the mix of low speed and low range, it kind of works against you. So look, kind of pick a side and kind of stick with it, I guess. That's going to be the best way. And the best part is the detectability is 10.1 kilometers. And the range is 10.1, so you don't need to worry about knowing where. If you are spotted, you can hit it. So I guess that is kind of good. And then when you are shooting, it's 18.6 kilometers. So there's no stealth firing with a tier 3 battleship. I actually like this ship, though. I thought it was a fun ship to play. It's a tier 3 battleship, so if you're not enjoying it, you can always jump right past it. You know, it's not a lot of experience. I think it was 8,000 experience, so save up from free XP, some converted XP, a few doubloons if you do want to get past it. But for tier 3 battleships, I did kind of like it. The main battery, like I said, I was playing against only battleships, and it was hitting relatively hard. We were averaging right around, I think, 40 to 50k on average. I think my first game I did 5k because it was Solomon Islands. I went the wrong way, and the team went the other way. I think the second game I did like 70k damage. So it's all about pumping shells out, fast reload, a decent amount of guns in any direction, and really using that fire rate. I mean, I wish I would have got to see more cruisers, like against more cruisers, but of course it was day 1 on North America for battleships, so not too surprising. But really, there was a lot of battleships, and I was still able to pump out that much damage. So it was all that damage with just kind of pen damage, so it was really good. The strength of this ship and this line, firepower, fire reload time, amount of shells pumping out, and kind of like the maneuverability and everything. Downside, AA was pretty weak, but it's a tier 3, so you can't really fault it for that. It was taking a decent amount of just pen damage on the superstructure and on the sides, but I wasn't getting citadeled, and I think that's kind of the interesting part, or the turtleback. I don't know if the Nassau had it, but that kind of Tirpitz style armor where you are not taking citadel damage, you're just kind of taking the alpha damage from the shells and the pen damage. I was noticing that, but I was actually doing okay. If you can angle right and use the armor as your advantage, then you're going to do pretty well on this ship. Like I said, it's tier 3, so if you aren't having that much fun in it, you can skip it relatively easy, go on to the tier 4 Kaiser. But all in all, I don't think it's really worth skipping. I mean, people are saying skip to the tier 5, tier 5 is amazing, but have fun with this ship. It's tier 3, play it for a couple of games, then maybe skip it. But I played all the way through it. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I give this thing for a tier 3 battleship. I give it a thumbs up. I think it's the best tier 3 battleship in the game. But good luck out there, guys. That's a little review on the Nassau. It's tier 3, so you can only go too much in depth on it. But have fun. Tier 3 action. Enjoy the battleship queues. It's a beautiful time to be an aircraft carrier or a destroyer in the low tiers, guys. Good luck out there. We'll see you next time, guys, and I will catch you next time.